So yeah, this is the helicopter of the Pope. He's in his helicopter now. He's getting ready to go into retirement. This is the wealth that he has. The Catholic Church, so wealthy that the Pope that's retiring now has his own helicopter that looks like the same equivalent to what the President of the United States would have, all right? They have a huge, huge landmass laid out specifically for the privilege of their religious perpetuation all over the world, where one of their most proclaimed attributes that they give to the world is reciprocity, greetings of kindness and concern for others, which we know is all bullshit, okay? All this money being generated toward the announcement of his retirement. You know, we don't even have this type of farewell or introduction to office for the President of the United States, which I don't give one rat ass about that office anyway. I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe that that is nothing that should be admirable to attain under the circumstances of what this country ritualizes. So I'm just pointing out to you how a motorcade helicopter service to wherever he's going to, meaning he's going to retire and probably be well kept, just like the other crooks in America. When they don't be presidents anymore, they still get to ride off of the benefit of just being pretty much privileged. You know, part of the deal, do our little wicked shit, get involved with all this scandalous shit. We're going to need somebody to be the immediate, you know, scapegoat for. But in return, you're going to be well taken care of. You get a hell, even after you're not president anymore, you still going to have the privilege where somebody say something honest about you and wish that your bitch ass was dead. Everybody going to frown on him. How dare he think that about an American president? You can see the sun feels the same way. You see that light going right at that freaking helicopter. Earlier there was an X right in the window. I wasn't able to get that, but there was an X right where that light went, and I missed all that because I didn't have my camera set up, but it's set up now, you know. And it's just to me, I'm gonna be honest with you, I know what this religion has done to the world, and I know the origin of it. And you know, all this wealth and all this stolen money through all this sorrow, tears, and bloodshed that has been a direct result of policies implemented by the Vatican, as well as London City, as well as Washington, D.C., they little vicious triangle. I already know all about all that. As you can see, all these people giving homage to this crook. You know, that's all he was. He accused of fondling little boys, and we all know that's how they get down. That's been the history of these Vatican's puppeteers forever. Anytime you can find any type of organization where is a collective gathering of men inside of buildings with wealth and no connection to the female gender, what else would that be but homosexuality? It's just like circumstances in a prison, but it's all voluntarily under a fake ass religion that we know is responsible for genocide. So, you know, the reason why I'm saying all this and not being involved with the normal mass of people as seeing this being a great thing, I just see it as being what it is. This is no different than if we were paying this type of homage to Christopher Columbus. Itself, he's like a million Christopher Columbus and 500,000 Hitlers. Hitler actually worked for the freaking Vatican. We all know that. We all know that all this wealth, where you got somebody gonna follow his helicopter around just to see his flight pattern leaving the Vatican. Look at the expenditure of money that's involved with all of the freaking poverty that's around the world. And then they are the headquarters, the center of all religious propaganda all around their Jesus and all that bullshit that we all know is responsible for the extraction of all the wealth of everyone on the planet. And this is why he's so wealthy that he's going out of office, not even going to be the Pope anymore, and he gets this type of farewell from all you white people, while us black people are being murdered by y'all asses all around the world. So that's why I don't really give a rat ass about your religion or your Jesus, because it is nothing but disguised homicide and genocide. That's all it is. This is just too much expenditure of time and money for someone that is a known criminal plus a pedophile, homosexual. It's ridiculous. And this is what I mean about you being a race of dead people. This is the shit you glamorize. England, France, Russia, Germany, Italy, all those nations of Europe are all guilty, along with Israel, of extracting money from all the American citizens and using it to provide sustainment for themselves. This extraction of this wealth leaves the American citizens with nothing itself, a reason to point the finger at each other in ignorance of what's really going on. Now all y'all asses is going to sit over here and want to praise this bastard because he gave you a religion to worship. Look at the ruins. This is the ruins from your history where you used to bring people in there and make them fight each other in the arena. Now you do it in your prisons. And this is him, the home of his ass. They were the Caesar who had that arena you just saw where they incarcerated people from all over the planet, especially Africa, and brought them to that dilapidation and made them fight for their lives so that bitch in that helicopter, ancestor, great-great-great-great-grandpappy, could be entertained with their bloodthirsty ass. Look at all the Egyptian architect that they stole and then put their white statue images on top of everything and go around the world hating us for our contributions to the world and wanting to do nothing but kill us. And the wealth that they have acquired from the Holocaust and the genocide that they have perpetuated against all the son children around this planet is what give his ass the privilege and the audacity to ride around portraying his wealth from his pillaging and his plundering to the whole world. This is like a slap in every American's face, and you just too damn stupid to know that. They have extracted so much wealth from this country and took it back to Europe and keep our asses broke and in a state of bondage, both spiritual and physical. And you guys is too damn stupid to see that. And when somebody like me come out with my honest heart and try to point it out to you and try to wake you up, you want to see your whiteness as being connected to the Pope, but you never see your ass riding around in that damn helicopter with him or enjoying any of the damn wealth that they extract from you and they plan on extracting from your children forever with their foolish religious dogma. Now finally he left, and it'd be real good if a UFO just laser beamed his ass up into the biggest mothership imaginable and took his ass somewhere where he could be seriously punished for all the poverty that he has caused around this planet. And I'm not just talking about him. I'm talking about that whole religious bullshit propaganda, racist ass theologians who has no intent to do anything itself, destroy the earth and murder everybody on it and use that false ass religion to steal everything that they can. Every freaking thing. They make you even pay to fish in the ocean or lock you up if you don't buy right and privilege from them to fish in the ocean. They are the ones who's running all this shit. They are the headquarters of the Knights of Templar and the headquarters of all the banking systems, all the corporations, slavery, everything. You could trace it back to the Vatican. You could trace the fact that Egypt and all the African centers of learning were all eradicated and destroyed by the Romans and the Greeks. And they stole all of the knowledge of the world, and now they control it and have it locked up in the Vatican that they can read and study and utilize the information in those books to attack everyone on the planet and keep us all in spiritual lockdown as well as physical poverty. And as you can see, all this wealth to follow his helicopter around with all these architectural structures that is Nile Valley civilization that we went up in there and talked to them. Then they come back and murder all our asses and enslave us. And this is true history. Tell me the truth. Telling you the truth. So, you know, it is what it is. Peace and blessings. Okay, so now that we came into some more landscape, let's go and see the lavish area that the helicopter is getting ready to cover. Now maybe we'll get lucky and see where he is actually going to be living at and what our taxpayer money is going to be giving him the privilege to be able to, you know, immunize. Because here's the deal. All this shit over here that we have, like, worried about how you going to pay all these credit bills and this fake insurance and all this shit that we're constantly bombarded with to make us never have a peace of mind and be able to relax. While he get to float his ass around in this freaking BMW ass flying machine, alright? Alright, I'm saying, this is like incredible wealth here, alright? And it's not hating, it's just that I am aware of where the responsibility of cost for this thing come from. It comes out of my fucking pocket. The reason I am broke right now is because of this guy having the privilege to fly in this helicopter. But see, here's the deal. It's not just that one helicopter. See, all the popes that's ever been a pope, they all got to see the private airports and shit. You see what I'm talking about? And of course, when he get out, he's got a motorcade greater than the motorcade that just saw him off from the freaking Vatican, waiting on him here too. Okay, one person. Just one person with all this freaking wealth while there's people sleeping in alleys. Okay, look, did you see what it says? But look how many Catholics there are. And that's why the world is so messed up. Because you have so many, the population of the earth is so many of these religious affiliations, and they're all racist. All of them. Even the people of Poland that has, for years, worshipped the image of a black Madonna, has become so stuck on stupid that even though it's in their genetics that the whole origination of this history thing is melanated people, they still have developed these bad attitudes of hatred toward black, and even though they secretly worship the black Madonna and all this stuff like this. But see, the sun is getting ready to deal with them. You all saw the light, Asar's green light pointed at this thing, you know. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is, and the universe is not happy about all of this expenditure on one sector of people controlling everything. It's always their bullshit and their greed and their murderous freaking tasking ass deceitfulness that gives them all of the privileges that no one else has on the planet, as we can all see right now. It's not incredible or anything of a mind conceptualization that makes anyone be more dominant or mentally, if you will, develop greater. There is nothing about the mental works here of one person being superior. What it is strictly treachery and disregard for human life, as to where you would take a gun or a plane with bombs on it and devastate whole nationalities of people, murder, launching of nuclear bombs, poisoning of the water, false incarceration, genetics, eugenics, you name it, everything that they have done so he could just ride his bitch ass around in his helicopter all day displaying, this is what you get if you're treacherous and have a fake ass God and be patriarchal and hate women and all the things we have done. This is, you know, but I know I'm going to die soon and I'm going to pay for that, but oh well, it wasn't worth it, but I'm stupid, so I did it anyway.